Hey, what's up, everybody? The Amazing here, bringing you another review. This time is of the Sentinel 4-inch Nel Megaman X. I'm super excited for it. I'm a big Megaman X fan. I try to get as many as I can as far as figures go, so let's get pumped and get into the review. First off, I want to start by saying he's tiny. If you don't believe the 4-inch Nel sticking to the 4-inch line, they're legit doing it. Megaman X is actually pretty tiny. Um, and in comparison to his D-Arts counterpart and his True Force counterpart, as you can see, they don't even technically fit in the scale. I mean, sorry, they don't fit in the frame of my reviewing. But I want to do a quick size comparison and get it out of the way real fast so you guys can see. But yeah, Mega Man is indeed tiny. Um, but you actually get something that's really accurate to his box cover art, his original designs, not the redesigns, not some other stuff. It's legit. If you missed out on the D arts, you're about to get something just as good. Now you get tons of articulation, and I like to use that a lot because I mean it. There's a little swivel joint here in Mega Man X that allows for heavy rotation of the arm. It's on a ball joint for the forearm too, so this is also rotates all the way around with the exception of right here. So you can still get about 270 degrees of rotation. The wrist also, because it's the way it's made, you can actually rotate that around as well. So you actually get a huge range of movement. Now, the only gripe about the huge range of movement that you get is that I pushed a little too far and I caused a little paint chip here because he actually has a really good forward ab crunch. That with the ability to pretty much get his legs up pretty high and go just about any direction is actually really good. So I'm going to show you right now that X can actually get all the way around. Like, the leg can go up, it can go in, turn all the way around, and right back down with no issue. You can do crouching poses. You can jump up like Super Mario. And I think that the scale for X actually works pretty well with, if you want to do stuff, if you want to add them in for your Smash Brothers, if you want to do it in your Marvel vs. Capcom. Because Mega Man is actually not a very big robot, at least from what I remember. He's only supposed to be about 4 or 5 feet tall. So this is pretty good. But you can actually get tons of poses out of him. And I'm a big fan of this because even though the D-Art is really dope, it would hinder it in some ways. So I could do sliding, I could do kicks. Oh, this kick is actually really nice. So you could do Mega Man kicking you. Now, one of the big kickers for Mega Man was the fact that it had magnetic feet. They don't fail here. So I'm actually going to get to that first before I get to the few accessories that he has. But I've been posing him around, and the more I play with it, the more I really, really am enjoying it, like beyond what I should do. Um, I'm a huge Mega Man fan, so I'm happy. I'm going to break out my magnetic wall that I got from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 a long time ago. And I haven't had a use for this wall in a very long time. So I'm going to back up my reviewing for a second so I can show you guys what's going on. Here's what's really cool. It's legit magnetic. So let me just raise that up a little. You actually get, like, there's no magic or sorcery involved. It's legit magnets on the feet. So you can do all the poses that you would want to do. Jumping off the walls, the sliding down the walls. It's really good. Uh, Now, one thing, if you have a magnetic wall, just know that the feet. Let me move this out of the way. So excuse me as you hear a thunderous fall. But yeah, one thing you want to be aware of though is that the blue on the feet is so rich and nice. Where your magnets are, or whatever it is you have going on. Let me actually pull that back down. Forgot to do that. So whatever you have going on, the rich blue feet, the paint wise will rub off. So you have to be a little aware of that and be careful. But the magnetic thing is just, it's so dope. Like I wasn't even, like I was excited for it, but I didn't realize how excited I was until I actually did it. And it's like, this dude could be a refrigerator magnet. So I'm super excited. Now Mega Man also comes with just open palms. So you won't get like tons of hands. You get open palms, closed palms. That's all you're going to get with him as far as hands. They come on the stick, so that way if you don't lose them, you can just do this. You know where they always are. And also, just like the other Sentinel Mega Man, there's a little tiny joint where you just replace it. Really easy. Now mine's is a little stiff at first, so you got to wiggle it in. Be careful not to break it because it is a very small joint. And you get the replacement buster part. I'm a huge fan of this. It's a Mega Man staple. And like I said, the articulation earlier reminded me that I can do the cool stuff like look forward and do the back up buster shot, the jumping back buster shot. There's tons of things you can do with this Mega Man, even though he's so tiny. You can just nail all the classic game poses and video game Capcom art that you always wanted to when you were a kid. So if you are a fan of Mega Man, I'm highly recommending this. I didn't, I didn't expect it to be this nice. Now, one more thing you get with Mega Man is actually pretty dope, so I had to take his head off, is that it's actually really easy to just open up the head and the faceplate and replace it with his, I'm not going to say angry, but I guess more of a battle ready face. So there's a piece right here. You're going to line those up. And mine might just be a little out of sync. There we go. Because he's not grinning. It's more of a, yeah, I guess I'd say battle ready face. In Mega Man fashion. And you just pop it right back on. And voila. And now you have your super fighting robot. You actually get the same articulation that you get with the feet before, except you actually have weight on these. So like I said, there's tons of stuff you can do now because of the weight to the legs that Mega Man wouldn't be able to do before. So I'm really happy with this. Overall, I mean, I was already going to get it and be happy with it, but I'm way more happy with the small knacks and redesigns that they did. Like, it's not loose anywhere or anything like that, and I didn't even realize it was blurry. Sorry, y'all. But there's just tons of things right here with the Mega Man figure that I'm beyond happy with. Overall, if you didn't go pre-order, I hope you did. It's really dope. I hope to have some dope pictures for you guys at the end. Even with it being a small size, though, I understand the price point may be a little too much for people because at $50, $55, it might be a lot. But if you're into hyper-articulated figures and you really like the Sentinel stuff, this is definitely for you, especially if you're a Mega Man fan because you're not putting out much Capcom or Mega Man stuff. So Sentinel is definitely the go-to line where they plan on at least doing the base forms for stuff. So I'm sorry if I rambled on with this. I just want to make sure I showed you guys what's going on with Mega Man, get all the articulation out there, and show you that it's not a basic figure. I was about to say basic B, but I'm sorry. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed the figure. I hope you're drinking your water. I hope that you are being good. So please keep your hearts full and drink all your water. Because if not, you're going to get acne. Water clears that up. That's why you drink all the water. Let it, man. Have a good one.